Good morning.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. How are y'all
Good
doing?
morning.
It's a Monday. I hope you are all doing well.
It feels like a Monday too. I threw my foot right into my garbage can in my bathroom. And it's one of those metal kitchen garbage cans.
Oh no,
Yeah, it hurt.
I bet so. Got myself a nice old yarn barf here. That was lovely.
What are you working on?
I'm working on a cardigan design. Um, I'm using the Drunken Granny square stitch for the panels, front and back. And I can't make up my mind yet if I want the sleeves to be 3/4. And if I make it 3/4, am I still going to put, the cuff on it? Or if I want it to be full length, or if I just want it to be a straight down without any cuff on it. Hello there, Jay. How are you this morning?
Good morning, Jay.
Happy Monday to you. I know Monday's not a lot of folks' favorite day, but I've always loved Mondays. Good morning, Amy T. How are you doing, sweetheart? Yeah, I drew out my picture and then, started working out my stitch counts, matching it up to the measurements that I wanted, and then just kind of started with everything else. Good morning, Michael. How are you doing, sweetie? So now I'm working on seeing if what I drew out, wrote up, is going to match what you actually crochet up. I really like the stitch though for the body pattern.
Hi, Michael.
Evelyn says hi. Will you tell her we said hi too, Amy T?
Hi, Evelyn.
Yesterday in the live, Amy T said she's just a waving, expecting us to be waving back at her. That was so cute. I'm doing good, Michael. I have my front door open. Now, I don't have all the windows open yet, but it is wonderful feeling here. Had some really bad fog this morning. Oh my goodness. In fact, the fog was so bad yesterday. Wayne wanted a bunch of the guys to come in, and he was trying to just get them some extra hours, and said, y'all come in and let's clean up around the site so they'll be all ready to go on Monday. He had 2 guys show up because everybody else called in and complained that the fog was too thick. She doesn't understand that you can't see her. I know. I remember before, we had Skype and Zoom calls and stuff. When my kids would call their grandparents, to talk to them and everything, they'd be looking at the phone, talking to them. And she'd say, one of them would say, Grandma, do you see blah, blah, blah? And Grandma would have to say, yes, I do. And as if they could actually see what they were trying to show them. But now little ones, don't have to worry about that. But yeah, I was trying to find, I didn't want to do the granny stitch. I didn't want to do a V stitch, and I just wanted something that was kind of had a little pattern to it, but still be open so that I could wear it on into early summer if I wanted to. Especially like for cold evenings, take it out with me when the sun goes down.
Yeah, what color are you using?
I've got to use a mandala yarn. It's a mandala bundle, and it is the, if I can pick it up without moving my, it's the Chewy. It's got very muted colors in it.
That's really pretty.
Yeah, very muted colors. It's not, can't remember what I called it. Let me look at my pattern here. For the moment, I've named it Winter Blossom because out in West Texas, we do have a lot of plants that still, I mean, they bloom nearly all year long, you know. And some of our plants out there, you would expect them to die or hibernate for the winter, but really they don't. They just kind of lose their vibrant colors for a while. So I guess in a way you could say they go dormant. But that's what I'm calling her. But anyway, I knew there was a stitch. I couldn't remember which one it was I wanted to do, and so I had to go on the hunt, and it didn't take me long. Good morning, Nancy. How are you, sweetheart?
Good morning, Nancy.
I hope you had a good...
You saw the crafting adventures with Amy came in?
No, I did not. I'm sorry, but she's right there above Amy T's. I just was still fixated on Amy T's comment about Evelyn. But thank you for joining us this morning, Amy. Yeah, I got the door open. Here in just a little bit, I'll start opening windows.
Oh, I have to have my glasses on so I can read the chat.
Our papaya tree leaves all dried up after the cold snap last week. Well, honey, hope it's just the leaves. I remember last year in Lake Placid.
Michael said they had their air conditioner on the last couple of days.
Really? Well, you know, I probably could have had mine on, but it would have only run for a couple of hours. Because as soon as the sun sets here, man, it gets chilly quick. But we haven't slept with any heat the last 3-4 nights, I guess. But it's supposed to be like this all week, and I am so excited. Temps are going to be in the mid to upper 70s, and see if I can survive with taking my little blue jean shirt off. Because it's kind of almost at that point right now. Yeah, we've at that point, you know, the shirt's on and it's too hot. Take it off and liable to get a little chill, but we're going to see here in a minute. Come on. There it goes. No, that's good. Yeah, that's good. I wish I could open my windows because the sun is out, but it feels like -2 degrees outside. Yeah, I don't think I would be doing that. We are too. Oh, and then 56. No. Let's see. Carrie's weather is, oh, you've got showers in the vicinity with a temperature of 44. The wind is blowing from the southwest at 7, and the current humidity is 94%. Wowzer. Yeah. You have rain?
A little bit. A little bit. Or it's going to rain. I don't see any raindrops hanging from our plant hangers.
Well, it just says showers are in the vicinity, so you could or could not get rain. Just have to wait and see. Yeah, I think I am already. Just let me see what I'm already up at. Let's see what Dayton says. I bet you're not going to do it because I didn't put the space between there. Yeah, I don't think Nightbot's going to like that. Good morning, Trisha. How are you, sweetie?
Good morning, Trisha.
It's still, what in the world? Now we'll see if it jumps up there. Oh, 60 degrees. The wind's blowing from the south, southwest at 4. I don't have 100% humidity. The fog is lifted. Must be getting it from the ground. In Wadsworth, sunny with a temperature of 16. Oh, mercy. The wind's blowing from the south, southeast at 7, and you have 51% humidity. Wonder where they're getting, that's got to be a little bit behind. I'm going to come over here and see what my weather app says on my computer. Well, okay. You do not want to pull up?
Jason, you need to bring your flashlight and come here, please.
Well, I wonder what's going on there. Huh. It no one a worky. Oh, did it pop up? There she is. All right. Yeah, see, it's, well, but it's still saying it's 93% humidity. But it also says it's 64. But we're supposed to get up to 76 today, just like Michael, so. So did everyone watch the Super Bowl last night?
I did. It was a good game. Actually, it really wasn't that good of a game. I mean, the defenses were doing great.
Yeah.
On both teams.
I tell you what, that poor little quarterback, though, for the Patriots, heavens to Betsy. I think he averaged 1 sack a quarter, if not more. Last time I saw it, he had 5 sacks to the Seahawks 1. Hello, Racine, sweetie. How are you doing?
Hi, Racine.
Hang out a bit, sweetie.
Today's Racine's birthday. Happy
birthday.
It is. To you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Racine. Happy birthday to you. Hi, Rebecca.
And good morning, Rebecca. How are you doing? You still in Louisiana, Racine?
I need one more skein of this. I don't have enough to go around.
Or the
purple, black, gray, and white. Did you bring your flashlight?
Yeah, it's in my hand.
Oh, I didn't see it.
All right. Racine says, thank you for singing. Are you still in Louisiana, sweetie? Becca says she's doing, y'all, you're still there? I didn't even ask y'all. Are y'all in, are you there for Mardi Gras? Because I didn't even ask where y'all were going. Or if you told me, it didn't stick. No, you're there for work.
Can you put some cold water in this so I can drink?
I put cold water in it.
But yeah, we went over to my brother, to Wayne's niece's house. She had all her boys and their families and a couple of their boys, friends, workers there. And then, of course, her parents, us. And there were babies all over the place. Oh, my goodness.
Thank you. Oh.
We had one that was, or that is, excuse me, 2 months old. We had one that was 6 months old. We had one that was 18 months old. And then, of course, 3 and 4 year olds on up. I think little Brookie was the oldest one there. She's in the 3rd grade. And the only girl to boot with all those little boys. Good morning, Lana. How are you doing this morning, sweetheart?
Good morning, Lana.
Oh, Racine's in Shreveport. Well, you're not too far from me, girlfriend. Lana sends me cute little cartoons of her 2 dogs, Thor and Argos. I have this conversation with the puppers. Good morning, Cindy Lou. How you doing?
Good morning, Cindy.
Oh, you're just now getting up and around? That's okay. I'm glad you turned us on. We'll keep you company while you get some coffee and sit down and wake up a minute. But yeah, there was and of course, as always, you know, everybody brings food. There was a ton of it, but boy, let me tell you, within just an hour of us ladies getting in there in the kitchen and looking to see, you know, what are we going to do with all this food? What are we going to do with all this food? And I told them all, I said, look, wait till about the top of the 4th quarter and we'll just stick our head out the back door, because most of the guys were out on the patio. They had set up a TV out there. And I said, what we can do is just holler and tell them, you know, last call, we're cleaning up the kitchen. And sure enough, last call, and they're all like, wait. So there really wasn't that much left when they came through and they got their 3rd, 4th round, because they'd been snacking since 2 o'clock. And I don't know how everybody else does Super Bowl, but this is the first one we've been able to attend since we, you hate to run, going to try to get a shower before the dog's breakfast. Honey, that's all right. You know us. We'll keep you updated with what's going on in the chat if you're going to leave us running. But everybody brings a wad of dollar bills. And they place bets on everything. I mean, like what was going to be the first chip commercial. They would even bet on how long the commercial would last, how many different food commercials would be advertised.
Wow.
Who would be the first fast food advertiser? Yeah, I mean, they're betting on everything. Of course, bet on the coin toss. Wayne last night, dadgummit, didn't lose any money. I kept telling them young boys, I said, y'all need to be taking Wayne's money, because if he loses money, I get that much money for yarn shopping. Yeah. At one point, he was down like $20, but he got it back. So he said, yeah, I broke even with a couple of dollars. Not even enough, he said, to buy a candy bar. Told him he was no fun. And I think one of the little girls came in, excuse me, not little girls, Brookie came in and she told her Nana, which is Wayne's niece, said, Pop said to come in here and bring you this money. And she's like, okay. I think she had like maybe $8, $9. And a little bit, her husband comes walking through and he says, did she bring you my money? And he said, yeah. She said, yeah. She said, you told her to bring it to me. He said, I did not. He said, that's my betting money. She said, too late. I done put it up. It's hers now. He turned and looked at her, and she put her hands on her hips, and she says, that's for my nails, Pawpaw. Goes to get her nails done with her Nana.
That's cute. How old is she?
Well, she's in the 3rd grade, so I think that puts her at about 8 years old, 8, 9.
Mm-hmm.
Don't think she's had her birthday yet. We have too many kiddos that their birthdays are really close together, and I can't keep them all straight unless I look at the calendar. Anybody watch the halftime show?
Yes.
Well, we had one TV on the game halftime show. Excuse me. And then we had the other one on the alternative halftime show, which I do have to say I enjoyed much better. Then I like country music, so.
What did you watch instead of halftime?
Turning Point had one on.
Oh.
It's been advertised for weeks.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. I'm sure you can go out on YouTube and find a rebroadcast of it.
Ugh.
But it was really, really good. So has anyone started any new projects?
I'm fixing to.
Got that baby blanket almost finished?
I'm on the last round. And I'm going to be working with this colorway.
Ooh, gonna make another star blanket?
No.
No.
Not anytime soon.
Excuse me?
Not anytime soon.
Not anytime soon. What are you gonna make with that colorway?
The textured cabin squared.
Oh, that'll be really pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and Trisha says she's just started another 2-color granny. That'll be nice. Nancy said, got my yarn selected for another cupcake cradle purse. This one is in purples. I bet that's going to be pretty.
If you saw Trisha's first 2-color granny.
Yes, I did.
It's the same color, but backwards.
Oh, okay.
And it looks like 2 different blankets.
Yeah, isn't it crazy? Just the placement of the colors and the stitches.
Mm-hmm.
How it can change the look. Amy T says she's making plushies for a flea market on Sunday. That's nice. Which plushies are you making? You making just like one animal, or are you making several different ones? Well, I've got about half of my bunny rabbit's dungarees her little overalls crocheted up. You know, it's hard to make a slip stitch cuff with an E-hook. Man, it gets really tight. I also got the measurements for, I have a little top, I don't know, you know how you're just sitting around, and my brain was in design mode a few weeks back, and I had sketched out this cute little dress that I wanted to make for the grandniece that was there last night, Brookie. And so I took my book and measuring tape and pencil, you know, and after a little bit, I called her over to me when things were a little less hectic for her, because, as I said, being the oldest child there, she took it upon herself to be responsible for corralling all these little kids. And I tell you what, there were some rowdy little boys there. But anyway, I sat her down and I showed her my design. I said, I used to make these for my girls when they were little. And I said, I've also made them for our granddaughters, who are a little bit too big for them now. Chickens and hopefully a few other things. Oh, okay.
She also made lizards, long flower pots, lizards, bunny eggs, and make small loaf cats.
Oh, that's cute. I love those loaf cats. Aren't they cute? Remind me of those little munchkin cats. That's all right, sweetheart. We can read. We can kind of figure it out as long as it doesn't get too wonky. But anyway, I was showing her the design, and of course, I had to ask her, what are your favorite color? What's your favorite color or colors? Pink, purple, and teal. And I'm like, ooh, that gives me a lot to play with. But anyway, she really liked the little design. And of course, I have to make it just a little bit different so that, you know, it's uniquely hers, so to speak. She's so funny. She said, you know, how long will it take you to make it? And I said, well, you know, I have to work it in with other things that I'm making, but I might could have it ready for you by Easter.
Was she excited?
Yes. I told her we could put sleeves on it or no sleeves, and we could make it where it just slips over her head, or just have the upper little bodice part button up, you know. And but I told her, I said, now this is not a dress. This is something you'll need to wear with leggings, or because of the way it's designed.
I got pictures.
Oh, okay, just a minute. Wait. Come on.
Those
there
are
we go.
The flowers.
Oh, how cute. Look at them. Nancy says she likes making loaf cats. She has a few at her little shop.
And here's her bunnies.
Oh, look at the bunnies. Those ought to go really quick right now. Valentine and Easter together here. Well, do you have a devotional for us, Carrie?
I do, but I'm not going to do it big.
Yeah, there it goes.
Today's the 9th.
Yes, ma'am.
Breaking the habit of discouragement. But David encouraged and strengthened himself in the Lord his God. 1 Samuel 36, chapter 30, verse 6. One of the great benefits of quiet time with God is that it encourages your soul. The more you spend studying the Word of God and discovering His promises, the more positive and encouraged you will be. For many people, discouragement is a habit. It is the way they naturally respond to any challenge or problem. For many years, I had a habit of getting discouraged and feeling sorry for myself when I had problems. But I broke that habit with God's help and have formed the better habit of going to God and receiving encouragement and choosing to be joyful whether I get my way or not.
Yep.
With God's help, you can begin to break the habit of discouragement. Choose to react to situations with faith rather than fear and hope rather than dread. Ask God to help you develop a joyful, trusting, optimistic response no matter what situation you face. And then the thought of the day, life is too precious a gift to waste any of it stuck in discouragement and despair. Think
Amen.
about the good things God has done in your life and believe for many more things to come. Dig deeper in God's word. Study Joshua 1, verse 9, and Ephesians chapter 3, verse 13. Amen.
Amen. That kind of goes along with my devotional this morning from Matthew 6:33, where it says, "Seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all things shall be given unto you." Yep. When we go to him first, he takes care of the worry and the stress. So I think it's kind of cool that they kind of had the same thing. Good morning, Meemaw Dawn. How are you doing?
Good morning, Dawn.
Did you watch Super Bowl game last night, sweetheart? And did your team win? I do have to admit that I did not pick a side. I just was there to watch the game. I was really very thankful that there were no major injuries.
Mm-hmm.
Although there for a minute, when both that one Seahawk and one Patriot went down, I guess it was right there in the end zone, kind of collided with each other.
Mama Swift said my team won the coin toss.
Yeah, I know. My husband, honestly, he said, "Well, there's the game already." And his brother said, "What do you mean?" And he said, "If you look back statistically, the team that wins the coin toss wins the game." No, boy, I tell you what, people are pulling out their phones and pulling up all their AI. Whoever it was, they talked to Siri, Alexis, and everything like that. Wayne was right. Good morning, Lee. How are you? Meemaw Dawn said she only watched the halftime for the commercials, and yes, the team I wanted to win won. Good girl. Well, I think they were highly favored, weren't they? Maureen, I sent you a picture of what I did for the game yesterday. Okie dokie. Oh, I bet you sent it in just a minute. Oh, it's still loading, just a sec. All righty, let's see. Oh, goodness. That is really pretty. Is that a cowl? It's called a bandana cowl. Oh, well, that's very pretty. Let me show them.
Blanket 3, baby blanket 3 is done.
Yay. Look at that, folks. Isn't that pretty?
Oh, yeah, it is.
That's really pretty. Now, is that truly red and black, or what color is? It does have that pretty.
What I got yesterday.
Wait. Let me make it big. Oh, look how cute. Little coin purse.
No, it's a card holder.
Oh, a card holder. That's really nice. Salmon and chocolate brown. Okay. Yeah, I didn't think it was red, but it did look black. But that's really pretty. Yeah, I saw that. Didn't you read your email? It looked like that yellow car reminded me of Bumblebee from the Transformers. So I want to just a minute. Copy. Oh, well, now come back here. All righty. Racine, if you have a few minutes, sweetheart. I just sent you the link. Folks, I'm going to see if Racine will come up with us here for just a few minutes. Hello, sweet Rita. How are you doing? Thank you for being out here. Sometimes I just need a dose of normal. Oh, sweetie. Another rough day for you? It is cute, isn't it, Racine? So Racine called me the other evening and told me a wonderful story, folks. And I asked her, I said, would you mind coming up and sharing that? Because number one, it's her story to tell. And I know she wouldn't mind me telling it, but I thought y'all would enjoy it more hearing from her. And she said, sure. So I just sent her the link, and we're going to wait just a few minutes for her to come up, because it really is a true inspiration of what it is we all can do. And I know some of you are already doing that. Hello, BB. How are you doing today?
Hi, BB.
Oh, no, not too bad. Just a little admin yelling at stupid people. Oh, dear. Let's hope we can get her up here. Did that again. Dadgummit. And I thought I checked that roll before I left it. Rita, how in the world can there be so much paperwork to make sure someone gets what they need? Honey, it's all about the paperwork. Didn't you know that? Got to make sure people get paid somehow. So they do it by inundating you with all the paperwork, whether it has to be done out physically or it has to be done on the computer. BB says, I'm good, but it's still very cold up here in New York City. Well, I would say you know how to fix that, and that's to come down to the lower 48 where we're experiencing very nice spring-like weather. That's not always possible. You just pick up and move, right? Thank heaven pharmacy has incontinent diapers, so we would save that way when they didn't manage to send them on time. Oh, goodness. I've ordered double now, so we have extra in the future. I'm so sorry that happened, sweetie. Yeah, being able to order things online has really become not a luxury, but a convenience, hasn't it? And you know what? Speaking of that, ordering online, my puppies haven't received their Chewy order yet. When I talked to my my stepdaughter in Arlington, she called and she said, do you know you still have some packages coming in here? I said, yeah. Got a notification. I had 2 prescriptions that I had not changed the address on. Totally slipped my mind because they only come like every 3 months. So paid her to have them forwarded on to me. But the puppy's Chewy order should be. I'm going to have to go in and look at that. Can't have them without their treats. Because I definitely don't want to have to go and pick them up at Walmart or pet store. Well, I'm hoping Racine can make it up here before we have to leave. If not, then it'll just be a story that we can save for another day. You want a treat? Oh, man. Last night, one of the kiddos' friends, I'm talking Treva's boys, one of their friends showed up with their family, and the wife had a birthday on Saturday, and somebody had sent her a birthday cookie. Oh my goodness, guys. It was so pretty. You could tell it was a brownie. I'm going to go into my box and get some. Oh, there you go. You could tell it was a brownie. Good morning, Gloria. How are you doing today? Thank you for joining us on this Monday.
Good morning, Gloria.
had cute little birthday. Oh, there she is. There she is. Just a second. Let me get through this
I
stitch.
got her.
Okay. Give her a minute. She's coming up. Oh, I hope she can make it. There you are. Good morning, sweetie.
Hello, hello. So, okay, you're gonna walk out. So,
No.
in a nutshell, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so on Friday, I went in shopping to get a pair of shoes for my birthday for today. And with talking with the manager and the assistant manager, they were saying, I think we know you sound familiar with your story. Well, I kept talking, and the assistant manager said, we go into the Lions Club. I've got 3 going stories.
Do what?
You have me up there twice.
Well, yeah. One is for horizontal view and one is for vertical view.
Okay, I'll keep talking. So anyways,
Okay.
the assistant manager and her mom goes into the Lions Club and they make different crafts for the different people. She goes, you wouldn't happen to have anything with you being a crocheter or a knitter? I says, yeah, I have some stuff in the semi. So I went out and I got 2 hats, 2 scarves, some fingerless gloves, and with a couple of weeks ago, Maureen, you had shared with the Twisted Sisters that if we can work in our community, we can provide different things for the community. So she says, would you happen to like to knit or crochet hats? And every couple of months when I come back to Tennessee,
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I think she froze.
in my local community with the knitting and crocheting fiber. And I sometimes feel out here on the road, I can't provide a lot, but the door opened up where now I can do something for the community.
That's
cool.
That's really awesome. Yeah. Well,
We all can do our part.
Yes, we can.
So
And I'm
what-
so happy that, you called us on Southern Sisters and saw that episode, and it inspired you to be able to, like you said, reach out somewhere and donate, pay it forward. I'm really happy about that for you. She made me cry, folks, whenever she called and told me. Made me feel really good.
Yeah, so I'm going to go back downstairs and continually be in the live. But thanks, Marie. We all can do something.
Yes, we all can. We can do some little something to help somebody else. That's right. Love you, sweetie. Thank you for popping
Love
up.
you. Okay, bye-bye.
Love you.
Hello,
Hi.
Sassy. How are you doing? Yeah, like I said, she called me and got me all choked up and doing it again. And see, she didn't have a great big assortment of anything, even if it's just one hat. or one blanket, one little toy. If you're willing to make it up and pass it on. We don't always have to know who the receiver is, or I don't. In fact, for me, it makes it a lot easier. Just knowing that what I've made is going to benefit somebody. So I'm glad that that fills a niche for her, you know, to be able to help out in her community. We're doing great, Sassy. Did you watch the Super Bowl game last night? That's right, Racine. We can all start somewhere. We just have to take that first step. I know many of you love making the blankets for Boggy Creek, and I think that is such a wonderful thing. Some of you do like blankets and things for Warm Up America.
I'm doing blankets for the Ronald McDonald House. If anybody wants to send blankets, any size, any fiber, just send them to me because I'm taking a load up.
And that's great. I know brain went blank. Oh, come on. She's in Alaska. Dadgummit.
Oh, Mimi? Mad Mimi?
Yes. She takes
Laura.
items. Laura, there you go. She takes items up to her nursing home.
Yep.
Which I think is great. Mary says, I don't understand why grown men fight over a pigskin. Honey, they get paid pretty good money to do that fighting, let me tell you. But you know, all in all, it was a good game. I sure did feel sorry for that Patriots quarterback. And they had such gorgeous weather to play, too. And I think I like seeing the game better in a warmer climate than like in years past when they've been playing out there in the snow. Although that kind of makes it for a fun game, too, but not as far as injuries are concerned. Yeah, everybody seems to be Seahawk fans here today. I was neutral. Nobody at our little party last night was betting against them, so they were taking bets on other things. Like how many downs it was going to take to get the next touchdown and it was going to be the first chip commercial. Time for some new blood to win. Well, I don't know. I think there's enough Seahawk fans in here that would beg to differ. Ooh, we got 5 minutes, folks. For those of you that like to go play Hobie Bingo, I always like to let you out just a few minutes early. So, Carrie, I'm going to let you go ahead and start us off. This gives you enough time. I hope if you don't already have the app open, be sure you get it opened on your phone. Go fix yourself something to drink. You're tired of the Patriots and the Chiefs. Well, at least you had somebody different this time, Patriots and the Seahawks. But anyway, Carrie, I'm going to let you start us off.
Be blessed, be a blessing, be kind, and remember, one random act of kindness can change the world. Love you guys. Oh, and leave a note for Maureen if you're watching the replay, so she knows that you came by. Love you
Thank
guys.
you, sweetie. And don't forget, we have bingo tomorrow over at Carrie's house. So be sure that you come over and play with us if you have the time. If you're new, get there a few minutes early or be there right when we start so that if you wish to play, we'll tell you how to get some numbers and get your name up on the board. As always, folks, thank you so much for being here. I know it's a Monday, but you know what? You took a little time out of your day to come and spend it with us. And so I hope we kept you entertained. Until tomorrow, then, please always remember to be the light out there in the darkness for someone today, because you never know, could be your night they need to see. We love you guys. Bye.
Love you guys.